Hello Code Show. In this video, we will guide you how to set up the Java development environment using vscode. Since it uses dev containers, it can be used regardless of OS as long as only Docker is installed. First of all, you need a development environment with Docker installed. Select Extensions from the sidebar. Please enter dev containers in the marketplace. Please note that dev is displayed and containers are entered. Select dev containers and click Install button to install. Select the workspace folder for the Java project. For reference, I will use WSL of Windows to proceed in the Ubuntu environment. To use dev containers, you need a dev container JSON file inside the .dev containers folder. These files contain information needed to build a development environment with dev containers. Anyone with this file can easily build in the same development environment. This is an advantage that can be created because it uses Docker containers. Create a devcontainer.json file inside the .devcontainer directory. Let's add name and image to JSON file. The image uses Ubuntu 22. Select the command palette under the View menu at the top. Windows is Ctrl-Shift-P, OS X is F1 or Command-Shift-P is the shortcut. Select Rebuild from the command palette to connect the current vscode internally as a container. For reference, the volume is set to the selected workspace directory. So even if the changes made in the container come out of the dev container, you can check the file changes. Download the Docker image and run the terminal when the container is running. You can check that the Ubuntu environment has failed through the container. After dev container builds, we will create an installation script. Create an init.sh file in the .dev container folder. Please write a pt update as above. Let's add on create command to the JSON file and run the shell. On create command, you can put a command to be executed after the dev container is built. This script is executed only once during the build phase. Please check if the shell script runs well. Then, from now on, we will proceed with building Java and the development environment. Use sdkman for convenient installation. Through sdkman, you can install necessary tools in various JVM development environments such as Gradle, Maven, Kotlin, and Spring CLI as well as Ava. Add the command line as above to the shell. When the installation is complete, let's actually install it using sdkman. Enter SDK list in the terminal. You can check the list of installable software through sdkman. Now let's install Java in Gradle. Please type SDK list Java. You can see different versions of Java implemented by different vendors. I will install Java 19 version of Amazon at the top. Enter the identifier column on the right to determine which version to install. Enter SDK install Java 19.0.2 AMZN. You can check that Java is installed through Java -- version. Now let's install Gradle. Type SDK list Gradle to see which versions are available for installation. SDK install Gradle 8.0.1 to install Gradle. Enter Gradle -- version to verify the installation. After confirming the installation, add the commands to the shell script. Make sure Java and Gradle are installed. Exit devcontainer by clicking the button at the bottom left. Now, we will install the extension required for Java development. The reason I like devcontainers is that I can use only the extensions I need in an isolated environment called a container. First, add these settings to your JSON file. Select Extensions in the sidebar to find the extension you want to install. Enter Java and select the desired extension. Click the Manage button on the right to copy the extension id. Add the copied extension id string to the extensions array. I will use these extensions. Then open the command palette and type rebuild to rebuild the dev container. Now, if you click Extensions in the sidebar, you can see that the extension is being installed. The dev container setup is now complete. From now on, you can run vscode directly in the built container by typing repo in the location where the .devcontainer directory is located. If rebuild is selected, it will be built again from scratch, so it will take a long time. So if you reuse the dev container you created previously, you can run it quickly. To make sure it works, we'll write a program that prints out the string "Hello World." Type Gradle init in the terminal. For the project type, enter application, number 2. For the language, enter Java, number 3. Enter number 1 next time. Enter GROI, number 1 for DSL. Next, press enter without typing anything. For the test framework, enter JUnit Jupyter, number 4. Enter Hello World as the project name. We will use the default package names. Press enter. A Gradle project has been created. Among the automatically generated files, we will check the app Java file. This Java code prints Hello World string. Type Gradle run to compile and run this Java code. You can see that Hello World is printed on the terminal. Add a breakpoint to the main method. Click the debug button above the main method. Debug mode is executed and you can see that the code stops at the breakpoint. The project is well set up. We will finish setting up the Java development environment with vscode. The Java dev container configuration file created in the video was pushed to CodeShow GitHub. Please check the GitHub address below the video. Subscribe and like notification settings are very helpful for content creators. Thank you.